my face looks as if I don't have a lightning. I have lightning here, but the lightning is not enough. Oh god, the lightning is not enough. And normally I've always used lightning from natural lightning. So but today the weather today is dull because I think it's about to rain. So welcome back again to my channel, guys. It is your girl Ify, and I am back again with another video. If this is your first time here, you're highly welcome. Please click on that subscribe button and also on the bell notification button so you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always keeping up. Thank you so much for always watching. Thank you so much for always keeping it locked down on here. Let's get into the business of the day. Yeah, so guys, I am going to be talking about why Nigeria is not suitable for you to live in. I'm going to be telling you guys reasons why Nigeria is not a place to raise your kids. Reasons why Nigeria is not a place where you can stay as somebody that wants to be successful, as someone that know what you're doing in life. Nigeria is not a place to stay. This is not to say that Nigeria is that this thing doesn't happen in every other places, but Nigeria is worse in Nigeria. Basically is worse there. So, and that is why I am going to, but that's why I'm making this video. I don't know why I'm blabbing. I need to be articulate, honestly. So yeah, that is why I am making this video. So guys, yes, reasons why I think Nigeria is not a place for you. I will not advise anybody that I love. I will not advise anybody that I care about. I will not advise anybody that I want to succeed in life to stay in Nigeria. Is firstly, Nigeria, once you have a dream in Nigeria, this is not to say that every other person that stays in Nigeria will never make it, but there is higher chances of you not making it in Nigeria than it is in other countries. Let's just get into it. So Nigeria is a country whereby you have a dream. Like, you growing up, you'll be like, okay, I want to be a medical doctor, I want to be a pharmacist, I want to be a teacher, I want to be, you have so many dreams while growing up in Nigeria, right? Then ask yourself, which of these dreams were you able to achieve? I understand that in some cases you didn't put, one may not put enough effort in making their dreams a reality, but Nigeria, it is a dream killer. Like, if you have dreams of becoming this profession, one of these professions I mentioned, not just these professions, there are other professions where you aspire to be this, and at the end of the day, because you're based in Nigeria, the system in Nigeria will kill that career, the system in Nigeria will kill that urge, the system in Nigeria will kill the ambition. That's the word. Let's start with you going to school. Going to school alone in Nigeria is not for everybody. Yeah, let's put it like that. It's not for everybody. Reason being that there is nothing like free education. In Western countries here, most people go to school free. School is free. School is a basic thing. It is very free in most of the Western countries. In the Western countries where school is not free, there are provisions where you can student loan. You can get a student loan. You can go to school. You can go to school on credit. Let me put it like that. You can go to school on credit. Then after schooling, maybe when you start working in the future, you can be able to pay back. But in Nigeria, there's nothing like that. In Nigeria, there is no provisions like that. It's either you have money to pay for school fees, or you don't have money and stay in your fucking house. So this is one of the reasons. Another is that, let's assume that you were able to sell your father's land, or you were able to get help and go to school. After graduating from school, let's assume you want to be a medical doctor. Then the greater problem now will be looking for a job. In Nigeria now, there are people that have graduated 30 years ago. They were not even they were not even they would have not even gotten a job of their dream up to this moment that I'm telling you. Not because these people didn't know what they studied in school, but because there are no job opportunities anywhere in Nigeria. People that have ambitions to be medical doctors, people that have ambitions to be whatever thing they want to be in Nigeria, after graduating from school, you see them roaming about looking for a job. And in the case where they can't get those jobs, they settled for some people settled for crime, cyber crime. Some people settled for other stuffs like that. And this is not making excuses for cyber crime though, but this is one of the main reasons. If this unemployment thing is addressed, if the unemployment issue in Nigeria is addressed, it is really going to stop cyber crime, at least to an extent. Not completely though, because some people do it because they want to make quick money, but some people settle for that because they don't have, there is no alternative. They don't have any other thing to do with the knowledge they got in school, so they settled for that. So if unemployment is addressed in Nigeria, it's going to go a long way to reducing cyber crime and other types of crime. Again, most of these people, when they graduate from school, before you know it, some will start, the girls, mostly the women in them, some will start selling vagina sweetness, some will start sweetener, different types of things they will start selling online. This is one of the reasons why Nigeria is not a place for you to stay if you have an ambition. Then another thing is, in Nigeria, if your life is not secure in Nigeria, Nigeria is the only country in this world, I don't know any other country in this world where life is not regarded, like life is not regarded in Nigeria. You can, even if you're in the daytime, like you are going in the daytime, somebody can physically assault you, somebody can kill you, and nothing will be done about that. Somebody can slap life out of you, and nothing will be done about that, because nobody cares. Nobody actually cares. Not even your government, not even the people you voted in. Nobody cares at all. Nobody gives a hoot about anybody. Nigerians are just on their own. Like, nobody cares about your life. People die every day in their hundreds in Nigeria. In the northern part of Nigeria, as I'm telling you now, this is no longer, because Boko Haram has been, like, we've accepted Boko Haram as normal thing. Did you hear that? We've accepted it as normal thing. Like, nobody even gives them news again. Nobody even talk about them. No, even people, like, they are just killing people anyhow. Nobody even talks about it. Now we are talking now about bandits. These bandits have ravaged villages in the northern Nigeria. They have killed people in their thousands. They have burnt down villages in their thousands, and nobody is talking about these things. The media houses in Nigeria is even worse, because their own pocket brown envelope journalism. Nobody talks about any happenings in Nigeria. The main function of a government is to protect lives and properties in their country, in their states. But Nigerian case is different. The main function of Nigerian government is to steal body, care about themselves and their families, and abandon the masses that voted them in. This is one of the reasons why you shouldn't stay in Nigeria. Your life is in danger in Nigeria. Let me tell you guys a story. There is this lady last year that gave a testimony, and I was reading this testimony from that lady. I was crying. I was shedding tears. I was crying. I don't know, I was feeling very angry, and I was crying for this lady. Her story was that this lady and her child, she has a 9-year-old girl, and her husband, they've been living in the United States for so long, and they came back to Nigeria for the first time last year. So they are from, I think they are from Ondo. Yeah, they are from Ondo. So they were traveling to their village. We are traveling by road to their village. From Lagos to Ondo should be about 3 hours or so. But when they got to Ogun State, there is this road that connects Lagos State and the other states in the south. So when they got to that road, people started shooting. These people are herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen. They were shooting at their vehicle. The driver that drove them had to stop. When they stopped, these people came to where they are, took all of them and used something to tie their to blindfold them, and they took them into this deep forest. I know this road very well. Police are always on that road. I don't know why these people were shooting on that road and there were no police heard the gunshots. Nobody heard it. Nobody came to their rescue. They took them into this forest. The lady said when they got to that place, they removed the blindfold, and this lady said they saw these people build camps inside that forest. They built inside the bush. They built camps inside there, and there are a whole lot of hostages there, and there are lots of people, lots of herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen there. There were plenty there. They stripped the lady naked, stripped the young girl of 9 years old naked, and the husband was crying. The lady was crying. The lady said she pleaded with these people to leave her family and do whatever thing they want with her, but leave her family. But these people paid deaf ears to her. This really brought tears to my eye when I was listening to her testimony. This lady said the herdsmen practically took advantage of her. Her daughter, she was crying, she was weeping, begging them to take whatever other thing they want, but leave her daughter alone and her husband. But these people paid deaf ears. They took advantage of her and her daughter was weeping. And to think that this was the first time of that girl visiting her country home. It was her first time visiting Nigeria. It was her first time in her entire 9 years of age, and she got to experience this. They stayed there for 3 days, stark naked. The lady said they collected ransom of 9 million naira from her and her family. Then after 3 days, they let them go. The lady said that it was a testimony because at least they didn't kill them, but they killed a lot of people. Lady said it broke her heart to see her daughter cry and weep and cry for help, but she couldn't do anything to help her daughter. So this lady said that for that to happen to her when they have government, for that to happen to her when they have people that are voted to take care of the citizens and protect the citizens from such people, Ogun State government could not do anything, and these people built camps in their bushes and harassed citizens and assault them and do all manner of evil to their citizens. From that last year onwards, she will never ever in her entire life visit Nigeria again. That she ceased to be in Nigeria. She and her family, they will never step foot in Nigeria again. She said she ceased to be a Nigerian citizen, and I totally agree with her. If you have the opportunity, if you have, apart from the fact that I love the Nigerian food and everything, if not for the fact that I have relations and friends in Nigeria and people that I really care about in Nigeria, I have no business staying in Nigeria. I have no business even thinking of visiting that country. That country is in a mess. Your life is not secure in Nigeria. Is it not the same Nigeria that people are raped and killed on a daytime, not just night or daytime? If you stay in your houses, you will be scared of what will happen the next minute. If you are walking on the road, you will be scared of what will happen in the next minute. The country does not care. The government does not care. Nigeria kills ambition, and that's why a lot of people do whatever they can do to leave that country, and I really agree with them. Do whatever you can do legitimately to leave Nigeria if you can. Leave Nigeria if you can. If you don't have connection in Nigeria, if you don't have people in the government, if you don't have top connection in Nigeria, your ambition is baseless. Your ambition can never ever be achieved. Your ambition will end in your thoughts. That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. A lot of talents are being wasted in Nigeria. Have you bothered to ask yourself why Nigerians, once they travel outside, they start prospering? Once they travel outside, they start making positive impact. Once they travel outside, you start, like I heard in America, the immigrant Nigerians are the most successful blacks. and also the most educated, not just most successful, most educated as well. That is to tell you that, but in Nigeria, there's nothing like that, because these people make sure that they kill the talent. They like, God, I don't know. Leave that country if you can. Leave that country if you have the means to. Leave that country if you can. And I would also advise, if you are traveling to Nigeria for anything and you have citizenship of another country, use the country's passport to travel to Nigeria, so that if anything happens to you, that country will ask of you, because Nigerian government actually do not care. They don't care about anyone. They don't care about neither you, nor do they care about me or about any other person. They don't care. They just don't care. That is why their families, they took their families abroad. They took their families to other countries. They took their families to Western countries that are working. Then they will stay spoiling things for Nigerians. Nigeria is also a country whereby your health does not matter. Your health, nobody cares. If a Nigerian now had accident and they take the person to the hospital will ask you to go and get police report. And getting police report, you have to bribe police first before you get their report. And while you are getting police, while you are wasting time trying to bribe police and get reports, the person there in the hospital is dead already. That is Nigeria for you. Your life does not matter in Nigeria. The life of your loved ones and every other person does not matter in Nigeria. Leave that country if you have the means to. I've always dreamt not to stay in Nigeria and raise my kids, and I thank God that God made that happen. Honestly, you guys, if you have the means to leave Nigeria, leave. Nigeria is not a place for everybody, especially if you don't have connection and if you don't have money. Leave. Find means to live and live. Nigeria is a country whereby you complain that somebody raped you, the person will get you arrested, and the police will detain you, the victim. Police will detain you because that person is rich and you are not rich. That person is connected and you are not connected. The police will detain you, and the guilty one will be going free, and you, the victim, will be in jail. Nigeria is a country where innocent people are filled in Nigerian prisons. If you go to the prisons in Nigeria, innocent people that didn't do anything at all, but they were framed and put in prison just for nothing, and they are there suffering, while the guilty people are going around committing the same crime all over again. Nigeria is also a country whereby they produce food, but half of their citizens are dying in hunger. Half of their citizens are hungry. They can't even afford 2 square meals a day. That is Nigeria for you. Honestly, if you have means, leave Nigeria. If I start to talk about everything that is happening in Nigeria, it will take me a whole day plus more. Let us just end this video here. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click on that subscribe button and also on the bell notification button, so you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.